What are some other big areas that you've seen in marketing or customer success or product, RevOps? Is there an equal kind of you should be thinking about this? This is a huge time saver, a huge way that you can increase the quality of what you're doing and the outcomes that you're getting. That was a great example there.
Yeah, I'll give you another one. So battle cards, again, another old favorite of how we train and enable people. Battle cards, as you know, supposed to be a quick way to go and remind yourself about how to compete against a particular competitor. Now, our competitive landscape is changing rapidly. The competitive angle and how you combat that particular competitor can vary depending on not only the industry or the segment of the market, but the status of the customer. So again, we used to have quite comprehensive battle cards that you would read as part of an enablement function. We now have a battle card gem. So again, I type in which customer I'm going to see. It will prepare me against that competitor based on all of our battle cards, specifically personalized for that particular account in this moment. It's increasing the personalization with negligible time in a repeatable fashion that helps us be very specific about how we compete out in the marketplace. Another example, this is something we're experimenting with, right? So don't take it as a slam dunk, tried and tested, but it will give you a sense of the attitude that we have towards adopting AI internally. Now, one of the key metrics we have in sales in all companies is productivity. How much revenue will a salesperson generate and how quickly from when we employ them, how quickly can they get to that ultimate productivity state? And it might be enterprise business to business sales. It might be 6 months, 9 months or so. So the quicker we're able to get them up to speed, the more productive, the more valuable it is. But we're in a pretty complex industry. There's a lot of technical questions as well as commercial questions. The way we're experimenting at the moment, there's a company we're working, very small, sort of startup company, and their offering allows you to, when you're using technology like this, so we're using Zoom today, when I'm presenting to you, as you ask questions to me, as you're a customer asking me a question, it could be, what's the return on investment? Or do you have single sign-on? Or whatever it is. The tool is actually listening to the conversation. At our end, it's plugged into all of our knowledge bases of customer support and product and enablement and CRM. It's plugged into that. So as you ask a question, it will put a nudge on the screen of what it thinks is the answer. So as a salesperson, it's very difficult to have the answers to everything. Quite often you will hear a sales guy, oh, I'm not sure of the answer to that. Let me make a note and I'll come back to you with that tomorrow or next week. By having the in-call nudging, we have the opportunity to dramatically reduce the number of times that happens and therefore get our salespeople up to speed more quickly. Now, again, we're early stages in this, but we're quite happy to engage with startups that are innovative, that have what we intuitively think is a really compelling concept. And we're willing to invest a little bit of time and effort to experiment with that. I guess 2 takeaways from that is, again, we're trying to live that innovation attitude. But the other important thing is think about David and Goliath. You don't need to be a huge multinational proven company to experiment or to be working with companies like us. We're looking for innovation that we think can move the needle. We're willing to work with small as well as large players to do that.